What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and we got another 2-pack over here from this Avengers 60th anniversary line. And this is of course the Skrull Queen with the Super Skrull, which I'm actually quite excited to check out. I know the show has been of a bit of a bummer, but I personally did enjoy it for most parts of it, to be honest. It was a bit draggy, but overall I liked it. And I was actually quite excited to get this. And I got my figure here from actually One Toy My Toy. I normally get my figures from there. And this one does, I know, sell for about 50 bucks, but I got mine for about 50% discount off if you use all your vouchers. So pretty sweet deal, I would say. But without further talking anymore, let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so we can start off here with the packaging. So as we know, this is the windowless packaging. We have the product image on the front and also on the sides here. And on the back here, we have some more product images with the other accessories that comes with this figure. We have some nice artwork over here. And also we have the logo on the top. So now without further talking, let's just unbox these bad boys up. Right, so here we have the two figures right off the box. So we have the Super Skrull, which we have seen the buff and also the army builder before. And we have this Skrull Queen. So I'm going to start off with the Skrull Queen first because I think that is the least interesting over here. So in terms of the accessories on her, we of course have the Spider-Woman head sculpt here, which we have seen in previous figures back in the day, very long time ago. We also have all the web pieces here, the web effects, the one that's folded in and the one that's also folded out. So I am missing one, but yeah, it's exactly about the same anyway. So I'm just going to find it a bit later. And for the hands, we have the closed-fisted hands, which is on her, and we have this lightning firing hands, which we have seen before on stuff like the Storm figures, which they normally would give most of the time anyway. And you can see that inside it is painted green. It does have a nice translucency on it, but you can see that the paint artwork here isn't very clean all around. I'm not sure whether that is intentional, but knowing it's Hasbro, they probably tell you it is. So just having a closer look at this figure, I do like the head sculpt on her. You can see that on her chin that she still has that very Skrull-like design and face. And the head and the hair does look pretty cool. It's pretty standard, I think, for most female figures anyway. But it will of course hinder the head movement on her when you're gonna do some posing over here. And of course, this body we have seen many times before. It is very much a shame that they did not use the newer body mold on her. In terms of the legs and everything, exactly the same as before. I mean, if they given us a newer female body mold, I think that would have bumped it up in terms of the value. But over here, we are getting the same exact thing. So if you guys missed out on the first Spider-Woman, you can of course get this right now for about, a normal figure price. And of course we have an extra head sculpt. So in terms of that, you can see that the paint work on her is pretty much the same. It has no sculpting on her. The legs as well does have the straight yellow with black and red paint on it. So yeah, it is pretty much the same. So nothing too extra about this, but of course the head sculpt looks really nice. I'm not exactly sure where else I can use that head sculpt over here. Maybe you guys can do some customizations, but that is all with it, with the Skrull Queen. And in terms of the articulation, you can tilt backwards a little bit here. You can go down here quite a fair bit. It does use a disc joint. Of course, you can rotate it as much as you can get here, which is not a lot. You get some nice swivel here. The arms can go out this much here, giving you a nice T-pose. You get some nice bicep swivel. You get the single jointed elbows over here, which is so disappointing. And if you go on to the upper torso, you can hinge sideways like this and crunch forward a little bit, crunch backwards a little bit as well. And there's no waist rotation. Legs can spread out only this much. And you can kick forward here 90 degrees. You get your upper thigh swivel here as you would, and you get the pin jointed knees here, which can kick back quite a fair bit. There isn't any calf rotation on her, but you do get just average ankle pivot over here, and also side to side movement. And here we have the Super Skrull, which we have seen before in terms of their Build-A-Figure, which I think was one of the better waves in many years. So here we have a newer one. to be added. So you can see that he has the black bald head over here. He has the cape, which you can kind of detach on him pretty easy, and you can attach on him with a peg on the back. And you can see that the cape here, nice engraving on it. So you can see that they do have the nice cryptic kind of messages all around. The cape does look pretty cool, I would say. And of course, you can detach on him pretty well. And on his chest here, you can see that he has the Iron Man logo over here, the chest piece. The arms are pretty much the same as you will get from the Build-A-Figure. And in terms of the chest piece here, it is sculpted on with some nice average paintwork. I wouldn't say it's the cleanest over here. And on the chest area as well, you do have some nice paintwork all around and just plain black at the other parts. So I'm just gonna put this at the side, and I'm gonna do a little bit of some kind of articulation segment here. So head movement can go up to this much, can tilt downwards here. And in terms of the rotation, you can rotate as much as you like, and you do get some nice decent swivel here. In terms of arms, you can go backwards this amount, which is very tight on my figure here. So not a full T-pose yet, but you do get your decent arms here, bicep swivel, pin jointed elbows here. Let me see how much can it go back. So not too bad, I would say, not too bad. And in terms of the wrists, you do get nice wrist rotation and a hinge up and down. And for the ab crunch, you can go forward this much, and you can go backwards here. Not too bad. Get some nice waist swivel here. Legs can go out quite a fair bit. Didn't really realize about it. And of course, you can kick forward this much. You get your pin jointed knees here, and you get your upper thigh swivel, calf rotation, and also the ankle pivots over on him. And I would assume this would be easy to take out because it's the same as the previous Build-A-Figure, which we are going to take out right now. And just for you guys, I am going to switch out the arms. This arm here is super stiff. I mean, that's not what she said, but it is what it is. And the other arms, this is how basically it looks. Pretty wanky and janky, I would say overall. Kind of like the whole series with the Secret Invasion. And before I do that, I'm just going to go to the extra arms, which we have seen before with the Build-A-Figure, like I mentioned before. So it's exactly the same. And we're going to do some comparisons a bit later. And we have also the Iron Man arm here as well. Looking, I think, pretty decent. So we're going to take off the first Build-A-Figure here. So we have this Super Skrull. You can see the greens are all very different. And in terms of arms, we have the Ting arm here, and we have the arms here as well. So you can see that it's exactly the same as the previous one, just that this one was translucent and different color scheme, obviously. And I'm gonna put this on the sides here because I do have a lot of Skrull figures that I do want to share with you guys, and I think that is the best part of the Skrulls if you guys are into collecting it. So I have one more here with a normal arm, so I can build up my Super Skrull army here. Not too bad. Just gonna put this at the back. It is tilting a little bit to the forward. And I have another one here, which is pretty cool. Not too bad again as well. And this one is very hard to make him stand. Just gonna put him at the side here. And we have another Skrull, which I have used the Mr. Fantastic body. So this is how he looks like. This came with the head came with the Army Builder pack. And also we have, talking about the Army Builder, we have it here as well. This one is how it actually looks like. The normal Skrull, not the Super Skrull. So this is how it looks like. Not too bad, much skinnier compared to the Super Skrulls here. And I'm just going to try to arrange it. Give me a sec. So here we have all four of them over here. And I also have added this on the Paladin body mold. I did see this on Reddit, or was it Facebook? Someone did this kind of kit bash and it looks really cool. So in case if you guys have a lot of the head sculpts over here, you can actually do one with the Paladin body to give it the army look Again, I feel like this looks really awesome, and that's one thing that's great when it comes to the Super Skrull. I already repeated this so many times. And of course, we have the MCU Super Skrull Talos over here. I don't have the latest one yet, but overall, I think he still looks very decent. And for a figure, for the whole Super Skrull, I think all of them really look pretty interesting over here. And I'm just gonna bring back the Skrull Queen. So here we have the Skrull Queen figure. To be honest, like, yeah, her with all the other Super Skrulls. So that's how she looks like. That is what you can get with this whole thing. So the only reason why I was pretty interested with this whole pack is because I wanted to fill up my whole Super Skrull wave over here. And I gotta say, all of them actually look really nice. Alright, so and measuring on these two figures, the Skrull Queen does go at about 6 inches, whereas on the Super Skrull, he does go in at about 6.5 inches. Okay, and we're going to do some comparisons here. So I'm going to put away with another familiar villain. We have the comic version of Thanos over here with the Super Skrull and Skrull Queen. And also we have some other figures here from this whole kind of series or wave, so you guys can check them out for individual reviews on each one of them. So basically, I gotta say, this whole series, I kind of like it quite a bit. So that is it with the whole 2-pack over here. And in terms of the rating, I would say individually, I would give this Skrull Queen over here an average 6 out of 10. I mean, I know this was quite a hard figure to get, but in case if you guys already have it, it's a bit of a bummer. So 6 out of 10 is all right. You do get a nice head sculpt over here, decent amount of accessories overall. And for the Super Skrull version over here, I would give it a good rating of 6.5. Like, it's still using an older body mold, but the accessories are pretty fun overall, so not too bad, I would say. And for this whole 2-pack, I would give it an average of 6.5 out of 10. I mean, if I had to pay full price on this, it would be about $10 or $20 overpriced, but I got it for 50% off, so that definitely feels like a good deal. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this figure and if you are going to get it at the end of the day. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my Instagram at the Humble Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.